Hey guys, this is Ryan, and today we're going to be unboxing this. This is the ATEM Mini Pro from Blackmagic Design. Let's take a look at it. So this was a hard one to wait to open. I got it yesterday actually, and I waited because I wanted to open this up for you guys so we can take a look and see what's inside. I've never had one of these before. This is a very hot item right now. Everybody wants one. So we're gonna take a look and see what's inside, and then we'll kind of go over why I got it. I mean, a lot of YouTubers are getting it, but why did I get it specifically when I edit all my videos? I shoot on a few cameras and I edit it together. So why would I get something like this? Here we go. All right, let's take a look just here at the front. So there's the ATEM Mini Pro. You can tell it's the Pro because it has these extra buttons over here. On the side, we've got a few different features that it does. And on this side, live streaming, recording to USB flash drive, and then this is one of the reasons I got it, was the multi-view. And here's kind of a little lookout, but we'll see that once we get in, and let's do it. A little booklet and software install, Blackmagic Design sticker. That's nice. That's nice of them to include a sticker. And then DaVinci Resolve 16, which is what I use to edit. Okay, here we go. What's this little guy? What's in here? That's probably power supply. Yep. That's a big box for a power supply. Ah, it's because they got all the different adapters. That's what it is. I hear that this one's a little bit bigger than the regular ATEM Mini because it's a different wattage. So we'll put all that aside. And there we go. You can see it. You can see it. It's in there. You can see it. Let's get it out here. Anything else in the box? Nope. Box goes away. Okay, here we go. You ready? Ooh, look at that guy. Those are some pretty solid buttons. I had another mixer, PreSonus mixer, audio mixer that had these same feel of buttons, but it wasn't as clicky. You can hear those are nice and clicky. Okay, so this has a locking power supply, which is great because that means it won't actually have the power yanked out, and there's no battery in here, so your whole production would go down. Ethernet, USB-C, HDMI out, and then 4 HDMI inputs. These are your camera inputs, that's your main output. And then 2 1/8" 3.5 mil microphone inputs, which not a lot of people use, which is funny. This isn't I'd say this is like a prosumer style switcher because it's so cheap, but it has a lot of professional qualities to it, which is why I got it. So if we take a look here, I mean, there's a lot of people who've gone over this before, so we'll just go over it really fast. So each of these areas here corresponds to one of the inputs on the back. 3 and 4, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're switching to that camera. You got auto follows video, reset, audio on off, and then audio up and down. Okay, up here, this is your mic 1 and 2, on off, and then volume up and down. Over here is your picture in picture, on off, and where you want your picture in picture. Cut, auto, this is like dissolves and things like that. Here's your effects right here, what kind of mix is like a dissolve, and then here's your wipes. This is the duration of your auto. Cut just cuts between the different camera angles. And then here's your keyer, which is, we'll look at that some other time. So over here is where we get into the difference between the Pro and the regular ATEM Mini, which I almost bought, by the way. I did almost buy the ATEM Mini just the standard version. I was this close to buying it, and then this got announced. So I held off, saved some more pennies, and bought this guy. What is one of the big selling features to this is you have a built-in encoder for streaming. So you can stream straight from the Ethernet on the back here. And then this HDMI output can then be used in a number of different ways. And they've given you 6 different buttons here to decide what is actually coming out of this HDMI, the main HDMI out. And you can switch here instead of having to go into the software. So you can have your multi-viewer, your main program feed, and then you can just pass through a camera 1, 2, 3, 4. This is great if you're taking in a computer source, you need to pass it out to a projector, something like that, right? So HDMI out there. And then once you've decided what you want to do here, up top here, because you have that built-in encoder for streaming, you can go on air straight from here. On air or turn it off, either way. The other thing that you can do is that you can record straight from this USB-C output. So you can plug in an external drive and record straight to that. Before, on the ATEM Mini, the regular ATEM Mini, you actually had to stream from this. You had to plug this into your computer and then use OBS or some other encoder or streamer to make the stream go to YouTube or Facebook. Now it's built into the device, so you just have to come out of the Ethernet, which frees this up to record your stream just in case anything goes wrong. That's basically it. This one is $595. I believe the regular ATEM Mini is $295, so a big difference, but for $600 you were getting a lot of pretty pro features out of this thing. Bummer for me though is there's a little bit of delay between these microphone inputs on the back here and the HDMI, because HDMI is just naturally delayed. It's something that I hope they fix in the future. I don't know if they can, or if they can do some sort of delay functionality within the microphone input, because that would be nice to have a couple mics coming in here. Even though they're not professional inputs, like XLR inputs or even a quarter like TRS input, it still would be something. All right, so let's just go over quick why I decided to purchase one of these, because like I said earlier, I shoot on 2 or 3 cameras and then I edit in post. A lot of post-production, and then I send it to YouTube. Well, there's a couple of reasons why I got this. And I have an overhead camera. Hello. I got that one above there, and I've got one over here. And I also have one on the side over here. Currently, I only have the overhead one going to a monitor here in front, so I can see what is going on the table here. So what this will allow me to do, and this multi-view function, multi-viewer is the main reason I got it, is because I can run all my cameras in to this guy and run this out to my monitor here and be able to just hit the little multi-view right here and have it show up, and I can see all my camera angles on a bigger screen. Because right now, this camera here is on this little screen just over there, right there. So I always have to look over here to see what my framing is, and I'd rather just kind of be able to see a bigger picture of it and be able to adjust from there. And then also being able to see what's on the side camera over here and above, and being able to cut to whatever camera I need if I want to do it that way. I definitely can. And another thing is I do enjoy editing, but it can be a drag sometimes, so you're kind of looking for ways to do things a little bit quicker. So if you're just doing a quick unboxing, or I could go through and just do a live cut and just record the program out and post that to YouTube. Either way. The other reason I got it is because I would really like to start streaming. Just doing a stream, like live streams of these unboxings and other news. I think it'd be great to do like tech news and things like that. So this will allow me to do that. So the other reason I wanted to get this guy is I have a very old VCR over here. Oh, it's not very old. It's older, obviously, because it's a VCR. And we have some old family home videos that I'm sure you guys have. Everybody who grew up in the 80s and the 90s have them. I also have a receiver here that can intake that analog signal and spit out an HDMI signal. Yes, this gets a little convoluted, but hear me out. HDMI can come into one of these, and then I can connect over USB-C and maybe capture them into my computer. Yes, that's a lot for just a dumb capture card, but it's not just for capturing video, is it? So I'm hoping that this will allow me to do that. We'll see if it works. If it does, I'll share it with you guys. But that's kind of an idea I had when I was originally looking at getting one of these. All the streaming stuff is just icing on the cake. So that is just a quick unboxing of the ATEM Mini Pro. Pro version, pretty pro features, consumer price. This is a great thing if you're looking to stream and do things like that. And it really works well because as you can see, I'm usually in the same room. I don't really move around a lot. So to have something just set up, ready to go whenever I want to shoot a video, it's going to be awesome. So I'm just looking forward to that. Now, just so you know, these are in very high demand right now. I ordered mine and it was about 3 to 4 weeks before it actually shipped out. I would recommend, and I've heard a couple other people on YouTube say this, that you get your orders in now because they will filter out. So Blackmagic is only sending a few sending them to the American distributor, and then they kind of parse them out to where the orders are. So get your name in line so that you can grab one of these. Well, that's it. Just a quick unboxing and a little bit about what we're gonna do with this in the future on this channel. And if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe and get that bell on so you know when we upload more videos like this. And comment below if this is something that you would love to have in your video arsenal. Now, I know this is more of, this is a behind the scenes piece of equipment, but I love this stuff. So I really wanted to share it with you guys because it's really fun and there's a lot of buttons and it does cool things. So why not, right? And I know that we focus more on consumer products, but this kind of is on that line. Like I said, in the industry we call it prosumer, which is more geared towards people like me, people who are just doing this as like a hobby and aren't doing this professional. But this can definitely be used in a professional environment if needed. So we understand who this is targeted to, but it can also be used on a professional level as well. If you ever are put in that situation, or someone says, hey, we're trying to do this video podcast. Could you help us out? And you say, I've got just the piece of equipment for you, the ATEM Mini Pro. So ATEM Mini Pro from Blackmagic Design. These guys are coming out with some great products. And it's, they're not perfect, but they're very promising and I've been loving them. Well, thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.